And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Axion Evolved, and we're back here in FortressCraft Evolved. And we're down here at Lithium. You know, we found that last episode, kind of got it a little bit more set up. Um, but Lithium is something we need to progress. As you can see, we're still using basic energy transmitters. And Lithium is kind of the key to upgrading our power grid, getting better turrets for base defense, so kind of everything we need. Um, as you can see, we threw in a drill motor down here, so now our iron, if you didn't catch the last episode, we routed the iron all the way back up. Also, I made these shafts to make it much easier to get around. So now we can pretty much get every ore we need with just a couple drops down the shafts. Been crafting up some stuff in the interim. So as you can see, we have the iron coming up and then going underground here, and then that just pops back up over here and pops right into this smelter, where we can just kind of grab it from a distance. We can grab everything we're smelting from a distance. I've also been bringing up lithium by hand and just popping it in so that we can get the lithium bars. But the next thing we need to do in order to progress, let's take a look. So turrets we can make just fine. We're going to want to upgrade these Mark II turrets, but those don't really do us much good without more power storage and better laser transmitters. And as you can see, both of them require the charged lithium coil. So I think that needs to be the next focus for this episode, is getting lithium kind of set up, upgrading our power infrastructure, and getting some base defense, because we've already died once the last attack and I don't want that to continue. So let's pull this out. Where is that? Am I blind? I thought I had it. Lithium charger. Oh, duh, right here. Okay, so I'm assuming this is going to need power, so I'm just going to put it right here for now. I can rotate it. And what does it need? Do I have any hoppers on me? Of course not. We'll make a couple hoppers. Okay, so it's going to need probably some kind of coil. Lithium coils, okay. And power. Alright, so I'm going to... This will be, I guess, the output, because I'm going to have the power come straight off the CPH. I don't even have one of those. This is just going to be super kind of rudimentary, like just get it to work, you know what I mean? So we'll drop that there. God, the power per second is just terrible, but do what you gotta do, right? So let's top this off real quick. Grab these. Okay, so it needs coils, so that means I don't think we have any of that infrastructure on us, no. Okay, so we're gonna need a extrusion plant, need more tin plates, and a coiler plant. What is that missing? Okay, so we need tin plates. So let me put some in here. Grab those. Okay, extrusion plant, coiler plant. Perfect. Perfect amount. Okay. And I put those right here. So coiler plant will aim this way, extrusion plant this way, and then we'll just drop a hopper right there. And then should just be a matter of dropping those in there and see what happens. Okay, so we got the coil in there. It's looking for 5 lithium coils. Jeez, that is not cheap. Are you not sending any power? You are. Is it just... Okay. So we are getting one. First charged lithium coil. How many does this need? 1. Okay. I'm gonna make a little quick plate factory so that we can just get these tin plates a little bit faster. One stamper plant, like super simple. Little stamper plant right here. Throw some hoppers down. Add, remove. Drop some tin in there. How much do I have? Let's empty these bad boys out. Okay. So, first thing, I think I'm just gonna upgrade. Oh man, this is such a huge thing for us right now. Get some of these tin plates and just get one of these. So now I can finally replace these on my hotbar. Where did it go? Here it is. We just get rid of that, drop that. And just like that, our power is going to be a little bit higher. But more than enough for this. Now our only bottleneck on this is just getting the lithium in there. We could do kind of the same setup we have over here where we triple it up, but I don't think we need that just this second. But we will want to upgrade the amount of power we are sending down, because that will finally give us enough power to really put turrets down. And then with that, we can start putting up the base defense. And just a quick little setup here. I've kind of put this pillar, right? So if we look at the turrets, the Mark 1 turret only has a 16-meter range. And if you caught the last episode, we were getting attacked. If I were to put a turret right here on the CPH, the enemies would be far enough away that it wouldn't be able to reach them. So with that being said, we're going to need the Mark II turrets. But you see, those need charged lithium coils. We also need to make this primary upgrade module factory. So where's that? There you go. Oh, perfect. So that's something else we'll set up. I kind of want to do, in the short term, maybe like a 4 corners type, you know, little defense there. I think these come out, what's the range on these ones? 20 meters. So that's a fair amount. 4 meters, but you know, we can kind of count it out and kind of be strategic about it if we want. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so roughly here will be fine. And then the only other thing is we need to figure out how to get power to it. But now that we're making all the stuff we're making, I believe we have the ability to, yep, pyrothermic generators. We're missing some stuff. I'm not sure what that is. I'll have to look that up. But with this should be all the power we'll need for this in the short term. I think I'm just going to steal the coal from over here. We could go down. I think that's the better option. Either that, or we just switch over to this coal vein and throw a new. You know what? Let me just steal from here. I think it'll be a little bit easier, just in the short term. So there should be the hopper. There we go. And then we'll just need to get it over to where we want it. I like going underground with these lines. Oh, that's coal right there. Of course it is. Okay, so it's literally going to be up in a coal. This kind of makes things interesting. Okay, that should be fine. We'll do that, and we'll drop that down. Nope. Just like that. And that should be enough. That should be everything we need. Just fill that back in and watch this thing kick on. I believe this gives 32 power percent. Yeah, 32 right off the bat. So That means we could probably even kind of start doing away with this. Get some diamond lenses back out of that. Alright, how are we sitting? Charge lithium coils. Let me grab any belts. Let me kind of grab what we have lying around. Fill this back up. And then drop everything in here. And I guess the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go craft up a bunch of energy transmitters, get them set up, and then I'll meet you guys back here. Alright, just finishing up here. Got that one. And then the one powering our lithium. Let's run down there real quick. We got very fortunate with the placement of our stuff. I wonder if there's a better way to power this. Let me kind of... I don't know if the vein comes over here or not. I guess not. Oh well. So I think the next item on the agenda is to get this stuff back up to the surface. And with that comes defense. So let's go make some defense, I guess, and then we'll kind of plan out how we're going to get everything back up to the surface. I'm thinking probably just come straight up and mirror the iron, just have them brought up the same way. But of course we're going to need the turrets for all the Minox and all that jazz. So let's see, I know we need to make, for the Mark IIs, we need primary upgrade modules and Mark I turrets, but those will be easy enough. Let me drop some stuff in here. I kind of just always grab the lithium while I'm down there. I could probably put a couple more, what do they call, hoppers down there. A couple more hoppers, and they'll kind of loot share, basically, and pick that stuff up from there, but I just haven't done it yet, so maybe that's one of the other things I can do real quick. Iron gears. Let's throw some stuff into the iron gear factory. See, that, and that's kind of, once we get the lithium up here and we're able to produce all of the infrastructure we'll need, we can start kind of moving these into their own rooms. And that will allow us to just grab, we'll have a hopper and it'll allow us to just grab what we need, as opposed to, having to throw the resource in every time I want something. Okay, so we needed hoppers. I need more than one hopper. What do I need? This tin, right? Yeah, tin is kind of in demand right now for a lot of different things. Throw in 6. That should give me 10 lightweight machine housings. I don't think I need wire just yet. I could top this thing off. Iron, pretty much iron, it only really goes into iron gears right now, so we could almost just have that iron running straight into it, but we will eventually need it for the research pods, so maybe that's not 100% what we need to do. Now, as far as I know, as far as I've been able to tell, hoppers will only kind of share ore. They will not share bars or anything like that. So if I put this down, we should see it move over. Unless that got updated. Nope, here we go. So what we can do then is we can just put 6 down here. I can slap a good drill motor on there. And then we could just kind of let this build up. And then, just come down here, grab a bunch. And that way our trips down aren't so frequent. We could get a lot of this lithium smelting, because that's kind of... I think once we start smelting this lithium in mass, we're going to start attracting the enemy. So I think that should actually be the next priority, is to get the basic PCB crafter going, and then get the next round of turrets up and running. Okay, it's going to need power and hoppers. Okay. How am I sitting over here? So every time, just drop it in. Yeah, I mean, I could probably put it on the hotbar and do it that way, but, you know, that'd make things too easy. But this looks like it's not having any power issues at all. We'll definitely need to get more motors in the future, but how big is this? Okay, so that's going to run out pretty quick. So that's another thing we got to keep an eye on. We're going to have to, we're going to want to get this coal, this massive coal vein. So we have that one, and apparently we have one right here. How big are you? So yeah, that's another really tiny one. Almost not even worth worrying about. That one can last for quite a while. That could pretty much power most of our coal needs for most of the game. Since eventually we'll be swapping out away from coal. Okay, let's do this. How about I put a battery down, right? So that'll charge up, but that will also allow us to move the power. I think we want to do, let's just kind of run this way. It's going to be kind of, you know, very like temporary, but we'll put that upgrade module maker right here. I have no idea what it takes, so let's get some hoppers. We should have the stuff for hoppers. Okay, 4 will be fine. What do you need? Primary PCB. Okay, so we're going to need to make a whole little PCB line, which, oh geez, I hope I have the stuff for that. I know we're going to need plates of some kind. So it's basically, oh wait, no. We just need the extrusion plant, the coiler plant, and the PCB assembly plant, which we need a copper coil for that. Okay. Maybe I could just do this real quick. Plop this down. Plop a hopper down. And we'll just do something like this, since we have so much copper. Let that make copper wires for us. In fact, well, we do need wire. We actually need, like, we actually use copper wire on its own. So I was thinking we could just piggyback that off of this, but then we'd lose the ability to grab wire unless I did some kind of split, which I don't know. I like having things kind of on their own. So we'll just let these finish up, and then we'll go move. We'll get the PCB assembler, and then we'll move over. So we want you here. We want coiler. We want extrusion, and then we want hopper. Now, I don't remember. What do you need? Primary. So that's either going to be copper or tin. So we can try it with just one copper and see what happens. I don't remember which one is which, so plop these in here. Get more iron gears going. Yeah, tin is definitely, I wouldn't be surprised if it is tin that we need here, but tin is definitely one of those things. Basic, and you need primary. Okay, so it looks like it is going to be, I guarantee you it's tin. Well, I don't guarantee it. I guess we'll find out. We'll find out together, but I wouldn't be surprised, like I said. But then that will let us eventually get some of these. Okay, so, oh, let me think here. This would be actually a lot more useful from a power storage perspective for our turrets than these ones. And these ones are cheap enough, right? So we're going to be making these right over here. That's literally what this is. Yeah, so it is the tin, right? So primary upgrade module. So we could use those. So the basic idea, right? So I guess we'll tap into this. We'll tap into this coal vein. I'll have some kind of floating power blocks, in the corners of the base, because that's where the enemies come. They come from the corners. Kind of floating there in the corners. Slap a bunch of turrets on them and feed them from under with coal. We'll have a power storage block, a pyrothermic generator, and then a hopper which is being fed coal. And that should give us enough firepower. If they're Mark II turrets, that should give us enough firepower in the early game to hold off some of this stuff. So we're going to need 4 of these, so we need more lightweight machine. Always need lightweight machine housings. Yeah, see, the problem is we're not getting nearly as much tin as I would like. I don't know if there is any other tin veins around. So that's all copper. Or not copper, coal. Let me do that again. What does it say? Tin 27. See, I also don't want to dig down super far looking for tin, Let's go. Well, you know what? It'll be fine. It'll catch up eventually once we get the better motors. But we're going to need as much tin as we can get, because we're going to need lightweight machine housings. And they take 6 tin plates, which means... Do I have any tin plates on me? You have 28. Oh, man. Another option is we can kind of create like a... Let's see if I can... We can do something like this, right? Something to that effect. Going to another block with like some guns on it. Or even 2... I don't like that. That just... It gets messy. Okay, so we'll just throw the tin in there. That's probably just the easiest way. So I would need... Well, you know what? Let's just sacrifice all the tin plates we have. And then we'll throw all the tin we have in there. What are we doing on this? Oh, we're out of lithium. 10 charge coils. Okay. So we're going to want like 8 Mark II turrets. What is that going to cost us? So obviously 8 of those, 8 Mark I turrets, and 8 charged lithium coils. So for Mark I turrets, we're going to want... Okay, so 8 machine... Okay, that'll be easy. Because these are going. This should give us only 5. Crap. Well... okay, what do we got here? 5. Yeah, we're tin is our bottleneck right now. Well, I'm at it. I'm going to go run down and grab some lithium, and then come back up and grab whatever's made. So something else I just found. I know we're kind of chewing through tin right now, and I was just kind of exploring off of where our iron is. That's our iron deposit right there. And I found a little tin vein right here, so let's see what we got. Oh, wow. 70 million. So this is an end game source of tin right here. And not only that, right over here we have some more iron. I don't know if that's the same vein that I'm already working on or not, but a cool million, So, and not to mention the fact, it looks like there's a little coal. There's a little coal right in here too, a little coal vein. So this is definitely something. Can I rotate that? Okay. This is definitely something that we're going to explore a little bit later. Maybe when we get cargo lifts. We can just shoot the power down there and use it for getting tin and just bringing it straight up. Because tin right now is kind of a bottleneck. I was just on my way down to grab some lithium. Oh, see? This is what I was talking about. These are camo bots. But I don't have a gun yet to take them out. In fact, I need to go research that. I'm going to grab lithium, take them out, and I'll see you guys soon. Okay, so we're back down here. I got the rifle, so we're going to blast this guy. You see, that punch will kill you. So they drop some good stuff usually, unknown material. I'm pretty sure they drop organic rock, which is, I think, one of the things we were looking at needing. for building something else. I think maybe the coal enricher. But sometimes they drop other kinds of ore as well, so. But that's something that those glass blocks I showed you earlier, that's where those come in handy, because they'll actually block that. Organic rock, perfect. And that's something that we're going to want to use with this coal enricher. Nice. Okay, so we just need a... We could actually do that right now. We just need a macerator. Where is that? Here? Do we have a macerator unlocked? Nope. Alright. Now where do you sit? Here we go. Lightweight machine housing, servo motor. Can we make a servo motor real quick? Boom. Alright, so do I have any lightweight machine housings all done up? Nice. Well, let's get this set up, because this is going to change a lot for us. Oh, that was just for this. Now I need it for this. Okay, so another thing I did off camera real quick is I tapped into this coal vein right over here. So I got the power, but I'm thinking we might as well just throw down, where is it? The coal enricher. Okay, so it does need power. Let me think here. So we need it to feed it power, and we need to feed it... Here, let's do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to drop this hopper right here. I'm going to drop... let me think. I might have to... I'm not sure how it can output, so we're going to see that real quick. Okay, so if I just drop this here, if I drop... Where is it? The enricher right here. I don't know which way it outputs. It must be this way? Can I just throw a belt in sideways? Let's see if it'll take it. Perfect. Okay. So just like that, we have enriched coal. So I'm over here. I'm slowly gathering the materials, right? So I've got, let's rearrange. So I've got the turrets. I've got the generators. Now we have the coal, the enriched coal, which will definitely help. So I'm just waiting for hoppers, and I'm still waiting on tin to make more lightweight machine housing so that I can make the appropriate batteries. So I'll come back when I've got all that stuff ready. Right in time for a surface attack. Okay, so we have an attack incoming, and I'm gonna, I guess, throw some power in here to see if we can get a little demonstration. I don't have the coal's on its way over there. The generators start going up, but you can kind of get a gist of what the goal is. At least very basically, we're just going to be powering up. You know, I used the basic block just to get it out. But you can see it pretty much one-shots all the enemies right now. And I just so happened to put it here as a kind of a stroke of luck. But real simple, the coal's just coming in. You know, it's getting stored and it's powering a generator. Like I said, I got lucky that the attack decided to come from that direction. But this will make for some good material to pick up. Lots of loot that we're going to need for other things. But one thing I still need to do, I need to split it. I'm going to need to split this a bunch of different times. I think the turntables would be the best for that. And then eventually upgrade the batteries to, well, what do I need? Copper wires, huh? Yeah, I kind of just dumped it all in the short term to make this setup, so at least you guys can see kind of what's going to happen. And I can put, you know, up to 5 turrets on there. And once this enriched coal starts getting burned, that's going to be outputting, oh, you can already see 64 power per second. So with the larger batteries, that'll give us more buffer more buffer for the power, so more shots can get off before the generator will need to kick in. But I want to knock those out and put them all around the corners. And you can see we can also attack them now that we have the gun. They're pretty strong, but the range on the 20-meter range, it's in a good spot. But eventually the enemies will get stronger and we'll need better weapons. There's Mark III turrets, there's rocket launchers, there's, I believe I saw something about a railgun or something. All kinds of stuff that we haven't even gotten into yet. But the next course of action is to be setting these turrets up in all the corners, getting them all fed properly, and automating Lithium. But unfortunately, I think that's going to happen next episode. So hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer. And with that, we'll see you next time.